Hello traders, Jason here with SwingHigh.com. It is Monday, May 16th, 2011, and this is going to be a review of my third day trading session. So for the first hour or so of the day, I didn't really know what I was going to trade. I was just taking time to look over the markets, see where the major indexes were, and checking out my actives list periodically to see what was trading heavily. And what I noticed in the markets was that the Dow started off relatively strong, being above that major support line. The Nasdaq started off pretty weak. The S&P actually started off sort of weak too, um, in that it opened below. One second here. It opened below this major resistance line, traded up above it, so it looked strong for a little bit, and then went back down below. Um, I'll stop there because this isn't really a broad market review. This is a review of my trade. So going to a 5-minute chart, early in the day when I was undecided on what I was trading and in what direction, it was around, one second here, it was around 10:30 when I noticed the S&P broke above this resistance. Sorry, at also JCPenney popped up on my my actives list at the same time, and it was right there that I watched this trade. I'll go down to a 3-minute because that's really what I was looking at the time. I was watching this big pop off of support line and a subsequent sell-off. And during this sell-off, I looked to get long, and I actually did enter a long position on the 1-minute chart, um, looking for a pullback buy play. Instead, we got an immediate reversal and a drop below that support line, at which point I closed my position for a loss of about $300, which sucked, but immediately went short. And from there, the position went in my direction for the entire day, um, during which time there were a couple shakeouts and a couple missed trades that I wasn't happy with. Um, I stayed short most of the day. I did get shaken out in here a little bit, in that not only did I close some of my position, I think it was about half of my position at the time I closed, but when we started to roll over again, I went to add more to my short, and instead I bought, which hurt me because the stock kept going against me, and I mean I quickly closed that long position and went short again, but transaction costs and opportunity costs caused me to lose a little bit on that. So that was just some sloppy execution right there. I mean, I really only had two options to click, and I accidentally clicked buy instead of sell when I clearly meant to sell. So that was just something that I need to get better at. It'll come with practice. Um, from there, we uh, we came down and had this very solid trend line. I traded off of this trend line a couple times. I shorted more in here. I'm pretty sure I took some profits. Yeah, I took some profits on this dip after shorting this bounce here. Took profits here, came up, shorted again a little bit. Didn't take profits this time, as I noticed that we were setting up a descending triangle, and on the daily, this line comes in to be a pretty major support line. Um, so back to that. We had this descending triangle going, and I took a short, expecting a run down to pretty much this level. I actually took profits on about a third of my position at the time at 36.91, which turned out to be a great target for that setup, and got profits there. And then eventually out here, I had to get stopped out up here when we started seeing some real strength. All in all, I almost had $1,000 day. Didn't quite get there, but it was a pretty good day. Thanks for being a part of SwingHigh.com. I'll talk to you tomorrow.